Plaintiff Gary Christensen met the defendant in a community college, and they became study pals. Gary claims within 2 months they fell in love and became intimate, despite the fact that they were both married. Gary says the defendant broke up with him after he caught her cheating, and he's suing her today for furniture, a security deposit, and rent. Defendant Sandra Jordan says when she was dating Gary, she thought they were going to get married. However, Sandra claims after Gary bought her an engagement ring, she discovered that no one in Gary's family knew about their relationship, and he had no intention of leaving his wife. Sandra's countersuing for rent and emotional distress.
Start with you.
Sandy and I met at a community college where we were attending and taking a class together. We quickly became friends and study pals. In a short period of time, 2 months, we got intimate and had an affair, fell in love.
In 2 months, you fell in love.
2 months, yeah. We were both talking about we were in troubled marriages, so that was kind of our commonality. She needed to get out of her place, so we secured an apartment in June of 2009. She moved into the apartment at Hartford.
When you say we secured, what does that mean?
We went out apartment hunting together, and I put up the security deposit and the first month's rent.
That's what I'm listening to hear. And whose name was it in?
It was in both of our names.
Okay. Yes. And you put up how much?
$1,400.
As a security deposit. And that included first month's rent, or?
That was $700 for the security deposit and $700 for the first month's rent.
All right.
Total of $1,400.
Go ahead.
Then she wanted me to move in right away, June 1st. But again, you know, she's married, I'm married, and we needed to get divorced before we were going to get together. So I had said that tying up my loose ends with my marriage would take at least 3 months, so I was going to move in the end of August. During this time, we were seeing each other, not on a regular basis, because Sandy was, I had guessed, was seeing someone else on the side. I became suspicious. She told me it was her girlfriend from school, but on July 5th, I was at the place in Hartford, and I went through her phone to look at text messages and found out she was texting this fella back and forth, and it was more than just friends.
What type of things?
That they were having dinner together, they were seeing each other, having dinner together. She was making plans to go over by his house. I found out he lived in Milwaukee.
He's probably just jealous, and just his mind was playing tricks on him. He was going to see the fella to play cards, right?
She broke up with me, though, July 7th. She said it was over.
Going through her phone, invading her privacy.
Right, and especially when I got this Mike's number, and I texted him saying, "Are you seeing Sandra Jordan?"
What did he say?
And he texted me back and said yes. And then she texted me and said it's over between us. This guy lives his wife. Then I kind of knew. I knew right there that.
And tell me you didn't leave your wife.
No, I didn't.
Before that happened?
No, I did not.
Let me hear from you, ma'am.
Actually, Your Honor, this man has lied to me the entire time we were together, from the very start. When I had actually met him, yes, we were both going through some troubled marriages. I admitted to him that I was looking for a place to move out of because I was at the time living with my ex-husband and his parents, and I was looking for a place of my own. Well, we did start a relationship, and it wasn't right away whatever. It was more intimate than anything. We got to know each other. We had a lot of things in common. And we found out that we really loved each other, and we thought this was it.
They have one in common, is adultery.
Well, he said he had admitted to me that he was in the process of separating from his wife, and I was in the process of separating from my husband. And we agreed that we were going to just see where it was going to go, the relationship was going to go. Well, believe me, it went pretty far. We actually went out, had vacations together, and he actually, in April, had bought me an engagement ring. And then I find out that no, his wife he had no plans of separating from his wife. None of his family knew about us, even though my ex-husband knew about our relationship. My ex-husband even had called him on several occasions to have a talk with him.
Your Honor, that's not true.
The point
I had
is,
told my wife and
we
my daughter.
had plans on marriage, kids, sometime after our divorces were finalized.
Mm-hmm.
He had said that he wanted to move out from his place, and I was looking for a place. So we agreed before we even signed a
Got
lease
a place together.
that we were going to get a place together, move in together as of June 1st. Well, I find out after he bought the engagement ring that none of his family knew about me. And then I gave him several chances
true, Your Honor.
on several occasions to tell his family about me.
Why was that a big deal to you?
Because my family knew about me and I was ready to move on and have a relationship with him publicly. He was still wanting to hide me away, and I was either you tell your family or it's over between us. He didn't want to move. He didn't want it to be over between the two of
Did you
us.
want to tell this guy in Milwaukee? Did you tell him?
He, at the time when I moved into the place, we had already broken up. After I moved in, he put me on the back burner, and I quote, his friend told him to put him on the back burner to see where I would go because his friend told him that I would cheat on him.
Y'all lost me long time ago.
But what happened?
You're suing for the value of some furniture. How does she owe you for furniture, sir?
I bought the furniture that we moved into the Hartford apartment.
And what happened to it?
Well, when she got the eviction notice, because she wasn't paying the rent, she said that she was going to leave the furniture there. Mm-hmm. And she moved out November 12th. And she said, you can go pick up your furniture. Well, when I went there on the 16th, which is a Saturday, there was only an old couch that I bought from a rummage sale, a broken TV, and a box of my personal items. All the new furniture was gone. And I filed a police report.
Go ahead, ma'am. You tell me about the furniture.
Your Honor, when we had actually signed the lease for our place, the agreement was we were both supposed to move in, and then when we went to go buy the furniture, we agreed that we were going to pay half each for the furniture, to half the bill. So I would pay him half, and he would pay the other half, considering we would co-own the furniture together, considering it was our place.
You have
it was
these
supposed to be our
stories of
place.
yours are just so long and convoluted.
Well, anyways, I
Are
moved
you
in.
saying that you paid for half the furniture?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And where is the furniture now?
Actually, Your Honor, when I had actually
Here we
moved
go.
out.
That's a lie.
Go ahead.
When I started moving out November 1st, when I had gotten a verbal warning from the landlord telling me that they were going to evict me from the place because I already told him when he paid half the month of October that I couldn't afford to pay the place on my own because I was raising 2 kids by myself. The landlord also gave me a 5-day eviction notice to move out. I started moving out. I started moving out on the 1st. I left.
You say,
I
dog,
told
get
the
you a chair. You can
landlord.
get a chair, dog. Take your chair.
I told the landlord that I was going to leave his furniture there for him to
There
pick
you
up.
go.
She told me that Gary had talked to her that he would come pick his furniture up when I wasn't there.
Did you leave it?
Yes, I did, Your Honor, except for the bed, which I have in my possession.
Where?
Which, not in my possession on me, but at my
I'm
place.
just kidding. I know that. And so you're saying you never took his furniture?
No, Your Honor. I actually left the old couch.
Sir?
Your Honor, that's not true because I have a police report stating.
Let's see it. See, that's what couples shouldn't do. They shouldn't leave their circumstance on a promise unless that promise is met at the same time. All you all listening, if somebody says, well, I'm going to leave my husband, okay, and I'm going to leave my wife, and do it at the same time. Say 1, 2, 3, boom!
Well, that's, Your Honor,
That's how you do that. That's how you do that, dog. We'll make this sacrifice at the same time.
That's what
you do it
supposed to
first. No, you
happen.
do it first. No, you go first. You go first, and the other one say, I changed my mind.
Your Honor, also, I have a witness statement too stating that when I was moving my furniture out.
He provides me with a police report. What does it say, sir? Upon asking her if she planned on giving Christensen his furniture back or making payments, Jordan told me that she would, in fact, be willing to make payments to him. Ma'am?
I actually talked to the officer, and the officer told me about the furniture. I told him I did not have anything in my possession except for the bed. I told him I'd be willing to pay for half the bed, which was the original agreement that we had made when we originally purchased the furniture. The officer said, okay, there was nothing he could do. We had to take the civil to court if anybody wanted to pursue the rest of the...
Jordan confirmed that she was in possession of the furniture. Didn't say bed, said furniture.
That's what you told the officer, Sandy.
Security deposit, I know, I see it. Security deposit, security deposit and rent. How does she owe you for that, sir?
Well, I have proof here that I paid for the $700 for the security deposit, $700 for the
Let's see it.
first month's rent.
And the agreement, however, was that you all would be living there together, right?
Correct.
And you never moved in, right?
No, I wanted to move in with her. She wouldn't let me move in. I said, I think it's time now that I move in August 4th. And she said, no, it's not a good idea to do that.
Ma'am, you wouldn't let him move in?
No, Your Honor, he still wanted to have an intimate relationship with me, even after the fact I broke up with him before we moved into the place. And I
Had
told
you all broken up before moving in, sir?
No, we hadn't.
Yes, Your Honor, and yes, Your Honor, that is.
Show me some evidence of any of this discussion, or
I actually
you
have
have a statement here. I, Michael, helped to move Sandra. This is Michael, the guy from you were talking about. Is his name Michael, sir?
Yes, Michael.
Michael.
Correct.
Yeah. She got a statement from Michael.
Okay.
What else do you have?
I have a bank statement of the bank that we had actually got an account together.
See it, please. Gotten an account together as of when?
As of February, I actually
Sir, what about you
I
have
have
to
text
give me?
messages
Saying what?
stating that she was going to pay me for the furniture, that she knows that she owed me the furniture. She took the furniture so I would continue to talk to her. She kept sending me text messages that she wanted to continue this relationship, telling me Mike was just a friend. Then she got pregnant.
You can have
with
it.
his
I
baby.
took it so you can talk to me.
Yes.
Counterclaim $2,050 for emotional distress. How so, ma'am?
Well, Your Honor, after him promising to marry me after having a long, intimate relationship with him and not following through with that, not moving in with me, breaking my heart, and then stalking me for 6 months, and then getting my personal home
Ma'am,
address.
you just told me you didn't want a relationship
No, I
with him
did. No,
anymore.
after-
And you gave me a witness statement from the guy who he alleges you were dating, the guy who you indeed admit to having dated right after
Well,
him.
he stalked me for 6 months.
$4,500. I know he stalked you to make you date the other guy. $4,592 is your judgment, sir. You've proven your case both through the police report and the lease and the text messages. And ma'am, I'm going to dismiss your claim. You have not proven your case. In fact, I think you've been dishonest all during this testimony. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff. Yours dismissed.
I still have feelings for Sandy. That'll never change. I have feelings for her.
Oh, we'll still stay friends. It's not a big deal. You know, this is just something that just happened and needed to be resolved right away.